Hey, my name is Kinsey, and today I want to talk about one of my favorite topics, how to attract anything you want into your life. We're manifesting things all day, every day, whether we realize it or not. And when I say you can attract anything you want into your life, I do mean anything you want, whether it be a job, a person, an opportunity. So the question is, are you intentionally creating your reality, or are you letting your limiting beliefs and your poor behavior patterns create your reality for you? So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can shift your mindset from not only repelling the things that you want, but start attracting them into your life. It's crazy how we don't even realize how powerful our minds are. And once you do start to realize it and start to align your mind with the life that you truly want, things are going to start showing up that you never even could have imagined. So let's get into it. We are all beings of energy. Everything is energy. Everything around you, everything you can see, every person, everything is energy. Energy vibrates. You learn that when you're really, really young. Atoms vibrate at different frequencies. When we vibrate, our frequencies vibrate at a low level, we are going to attract things that are also vibrating at a low level. Versus vibrating at a high level, we are going to attract things that are also vibrating at a high level. What do I mean by this? Let's think of low-level mindsets and high-level mindsets. Like when you're thinking really depressed thoughts, really negative thoughts, envy, jealousy, all of those things, those are low-level thoughts. So when you're in a low-level mindset, you are also going to attract situations, people, opportunities that are also low-level. So like debt, bad jobs, terrible people, all of these things are also vibrating at that same level. Versus if you are thinking, behaving, acting at a high level frequency, so you're in constant gratitude, you are happy, you are, always looking on the bright side of things, you are giving, you are a very kind person. When you are vibrating at this frequency, you are going to attract situations that are also vibrating at this frequency. So those are great jobs, being in the right place at the right time, amazing opportunities, great people into your life. So like attracts like. We are going to vibrate here and attract things that are also vibrating here. So if you're trying to attract abundance and you're asking the universe, please send me abundance, please send me money, I really need help, send me money, and like you're manifesting it, you're doing all the different manifestation methods that there are, the 3-6-9 method and the whatever other manifestation methods that are trending right now. You're doing all these methods, but if you're vibrating at a lower frequency than what abundance is, you're never going to receive the abundance that you're trying to get because you're not vibrating at the same frequency, and you're never going to be able to attain it. And even if you do somehow attain it, you're never going to maintain it because you're not vibrating at the same frequency, and therefore you cannot connect there. Another thing to keep in mind, this is something that comes from NLP, neuro-linguistic processing. Your brain cannot process negatives. So when you sit and think, I don't want debt, I don't want debt, I don't want debt, your brain doesn't process the negative, the word don't in there. So when you're focused on the debt, the universe, your brain, whatever, you're manifesting more debt. Focus on debt, because the more you focus on one thing, you're creating that in your reality. The more you focus on something, whether it be something good or something bad, the more you focus on something, you're going to see more of it. So when you're focused, I don't want debt, I don't want debt, that debt is going to keep coming to you because you are focused on debt. Whether you're focused on it in a good way or a bad way, you are going to keep seeing more of it because that is what you're focused on. And the more you're focused on it, the more you're going to see it in your life. The universe is going to send you people, opportunities, outcomes to different situations, to whatever. It's going to match whatever frequency that you are currently vibrating at. So if you're in a low frequency and you're in a situation, the outcome to that is also going to be low frequency because the universe is going to match your energy, or God, or source, or whatever you believe in. And you're always manifesting, whether it's intentional or not. So let's talk about how can we manifest something that we do want, because that was kind of how we don't do it, right? How can we manifest something that we do want, or an outcome that we do want? The first thing is to get really, 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 really clear on what you do want. get really clear image-wise in your mind. Our minds are so powerful. Our minds create our reality. The more you can visualize something, the stronger that manifestation is going to become. So the more clear that you can get on what it is that you are trying to create or attract to your life, the stronger that manifestation is going to become. So the clearer and more specific that you can get on that manifestation, the stronger it will be. Another thing that's super important is to act as if it's already yours, or act as if you are already that you're trying to manifest. So don't say I will be abundant, say I am abundant. Find ways in your life that you already are abundant. It doesn't have to be money. You're abundant in a solid group of friends. You're abundant in healthy food to eat. You're abundant in family that loves you. Find ways that you are abundant in your life. Even if you are trying to be abundant in money, act as if you already are. Don't say I will be financially stable. Say I am financially stable. Put it in the present. Act as if it's already happening, as if it's happening right now. Don't put it in the future, because then your it's got no timeline. There's no timeline of, okay, well, 10 years from now, then I'll give it to you. Act as if it's happening right now. You're already there. You've already got it. You're already achieving that goal, that manifestation, that whatever it is that you want. Put it in present tense. Don't put it in future tense, because that's just going to put it far off in your mind. So act as if it's already yours. Identify yourself as that person who's already financially stable. Put yourself really, really, really identify as a person who's already financially stable, or whatever your manifestation is. Let's say that you want to be a super healthy person because you're unhealthy, you don't exercise, you eat poorly. Identify as I am a person who exercises regularly and eats super healthy. Even if you're not, identify as that person. Genuinely put yourself in the mindset of that person. Currently, now, as we speak, I am that healthy person. Don't put it off. Don't say, I'm going to be this person. This is my resolution. I'm going to do it. You are. You're already doing it. You're already that person. It's already happening. Identify as that person now. The next thing is to be open. Do not focus on the details. This is a big problem that stops a lot of people from reaching their manifestations. Is everyone's so hyper focused on the details, and this isn't what I thought it was going to be, this isn't exactly what I wanted. Be open to what the universe is going to give you, because a lot of the times, you want a certain thing, but it's not what's best for you, and the universe or God or whatever knows what's best for you, and you should just be open to receiving what you're meant to receive. A really good example of this would be, let's say that you were trying to manifest a promotion at your job, and you really wanted this position, and then you got fired or let go or laid off. So that could be like, what the heck, I'm manifesting this promotion and I lost my job. Like, oh no, this could be really, really frustrating, and you could be like giving up. Like, why did I do all this work manifesting? But what if a week later you get hired for a job that pays twice as much and has a bunch of better benefits? That the universe could have had something so much better in store for you if you just kept working with it and followed the trail that the universe is giving you. So be open and don't control the outcome. Our egos are so desperate to cling on to the outcome that we want, and we gotta let that go. We have to just trust in the universe, trust that it's doing what's best for us, and that we're meant to just let go and just trust that it knows what's best for us, and that we are going on the right path, and that everything is constantly aligning in our best good. Another thing that's really important to note is the universe isn't just going to deliver your manifestations in your lap. A lot of people think that they can just, do everything that they're supposed to do for manifesting, and then they'll just receive what they want. They'll receive a big random chunk of money and they'll be set. That's not how it works. So when you're doing the right work you're supposed to do for manifesting, the universe is going to leave you breadcrumbs, and you still have to do your work on your end. A lot of the times, the breadcrumbs that the universe leaves you is like opportunities, or like you have to pick up on certain things that the universe is like giving you different signs, or like Maybe, if you're looking for consistent abundance and you've been at your job for a really long time, maybe a random job opportunity comes your way. That's the universe saying, here's your way, come this way, You have to be able to pick up on the signs. It's not just going to be like, oh, here's a random $20,000. And a lot of people don't understand that it's putting in the work as well. Or like if you want to be a YouTuber or, a famous singer or something like that, you can't just manifest it and think it's going to happen. The universe is going to help you along the way as long as you're doing the manifestation work you're supposed to do, but you also have to put in the work. You also have to grind it out. It's not going to just come to you. You can't just expect to be lazy and not have to do anything after, asking the universe and getting on the right frequency. You also have to put some work in too. So a big thing to remember is the universe is going to meet you halfway, but you also have to put in your fair share of work as well. The universe wants to see you work too. So don't just think that it's going to fall into your lap and be easy breezy, beautiful, just here you go. You have to make sure that you're doing your end of things as well. A really good trick that I learned while getting my NLP license, it's for goal setting, but this also works for manifestation, is to visualize yourself achieving whatever it is, so whatever outcome you want. Visualize it in your mind, and then think about the steps it took to get there. So you haven't reached it yet, obviously, but in your mind, visualize yourself crossing it. So let's just say you want to do this 5K run. Visualize yourself finishing that run, and then backtrace the steps it would take you to get there. So you did this training, you had to eat really healthy to get there, backtrace. That tricks your mind into thinking you've already done it, you've already accomplished it, and that makes it so much easier to actually get to that end point. So that's another easy little trick that you can do that helps me with a lot of things. I use that one all the time, and it helps me accomplish a lot of my goals and manifestations a lot easier. It's just a little way to trick your brain into thinking you've already got something. So I really like that one. The last tip that I have is to sit with your manifestation and really picture what it would be like to achieve it. How it would affect you. Is it positive outcomes? How would it affect the people in your life, your environment? Would you have to move? Would you lose anybody in your life? Would it affect their lives? It should all be positive. If it's not positive in all of those aspects of your life, then I highly suggest pausing, reevaluating, and maybe looking into other manifestations, because then maybe it's not right for you. Sometimes we think we want things really, really bad, and it's just our egos that want the thing, and it's not what we truly want deep inside. So really sit with the manifestation and make sure it's something that's going to make your life better and be a positive impact for you, not something that's just going to be a tangible thing for your ego to cling on to and make you feel better short term. Like, oh, you really want a car. Do you really need the car? Is it something that's going to make you feel better? Or is it something that's going to make everybody think that you're cooler and make you look better and more rich and all of those things? That's an ego thing. That's not something. I mean, by all means, you deserve to indulge. We're put on a physical earth. We deserve to enjoy physical things. But just make sure that everything's ethical and has a good reason behind it. Another thing that you can do to keep your vibe up is to always focus on any of the positive things that are going on in your life. So sometimes that can be really hard when we're going through a hard time in life, but when we focus on all of the bad things that are happening, that's when that saying, when it rains it pours, comes into play, because like I said, like attracts like. So when you're focusing on all of those really bad situations that you have happening, that's when you bring more of those bad situations into your life, versus when you're focusing on any of the good things. Even if it's something really small, try to find something positive happening in your life so that you can attract more positive things and not focusing on the negative things and attracting more negative things into your life. Good ways to stay in, a high vibration are staying in gratitude, always trying to be on the positive side of things. Don't be thinking of the negative side of things all the time. So if you're in a bad situation, try and think of at least one good side of it, and that gets easier the more that you do it. Be generous, not over generous. Obviously stand up for yourself when needed, but be a kind person, not a nice person. There's a big difference between there. You know, kind people are kind because they want to be kind. Nice people are nice expecting something in return. So make sure you're being a kind person. Another thing to keep yourself up is, you know, being healthy. Eating right helps me a lot with keeping my vibration up. Meditating, getting enough exercise, those are things that help me keep my vibration up. Make sure you're always showing gratitude for the universe. The more you show gratitude, the more that will come back to you. Always being in a sense of gratitude will bring so much more to your life. The more that you're in a sense of lack, the more you're going to lack. So always be in a sense of gratitude. Always say thank you to the universe, and you will be in such a great place. I hope that you found at least a little bit of knowledge out of this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I would love if you would follow along on my journey. I have lots of fun knowledge to share with you, so please subscribe if you would like to follow along on that. Other than that, I will hopefully see you in the next one.